global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Finally, the terms and condition agreed between nyesom, Wike and Fubara is out, and most Nigerians are eagerly itching to hear exactly what are these terms and conditions that possibly will see an end to the feud between nyesom, Wike, the FCT minister, and the suspended governor from the similar line Fubara. Let's dive into the news proper. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Suspended River State Governor similar line Fubara and his predecessor nyesom, Wike have reportedly reached an agreement aimed at resolving the political crisis in the state and facilitating Fubara's return to the office. Now, recall that Fubara visited Wike in Abuja seeking reconciliation and to mend their strained relationship. Now, these are some of the agreements reached, alleged key terms of agreements. Now, the appointment of commissioners and other key officials in the state will follow a power-sharing formula that ensures significant representation from the Abuja political bloc. Now, this is expected to influence the balance of power in the state government. Now, the formula established for the appointment of commissioners will also apply to all other governmental positions once normal democratic processes are reinstated in Rivers State. Now, this broad approach to power sharing is likely to extend Wike's influence over state governance. The local government election scheduled for August 9 will proceed, but with the terms of the agreement ensuring that Wike's interests will be highly protected. Now, this indicates that Wike's political influence will remain central in the electoral process, in the election process. A major change is expected within the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEC, which is expected to be altered in line with the new power sharing arrangement. Now, this may affect the way elections are conducted and further ensure that the agreed upon power balance is maintained. Now, in the upcoming local government elections, candidates will not be chosen solely based on their political affiliation. Instead, they will be selected based on their ability to serve the interests of the political figures who nominate them, ensuring that the appointed candidates align with the larger political strategy devised through this agreement. One of the central elements of the agreement is the reinstatement of Fubara as governor. However, there is uncertainty about whether Fubara will be able to govern independently or if external political forces will heavily influence his actions. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come under pressure to reinstate Siminalayi Fubara by May 29, 2025. Since the declaration of a state of emergency on March 18, 2025, there has been relative peace in the state, but the suspension of Fubara, his deputy, and the entire legislative body has created a political and economic vacuum. With May 29, Nigeria's Democracy Day fast approaching, speculations has been growing that Tinubu might reinstate Fubara on this notable date. My colleague is in the house. What's your take? We've all heard the terms and conditions. They're quite very powerful, as usual. They seem always, I do not know why Fubara is always finding himself at a corner. They seem always to be more favorable to nyesom, Wike than even him, the sitting governor. And don't forget that there's this latest song that is trending in Fubara's camp. Edison, they tell me something. If I follow Fubara, make I no follow corner. And these guys have literally said they're totally in support of Fubara. The likes of Yowo, who is a Obi chairman. I'm so very sure that if they're looking at those who serve the interest of Wike, Wike will not want to Yowo into that seat, except of course Yowo is going to deliver his candidate as that Wendy. What's your take really?
For me, it's quite disturbing when I hear things like this. Reason why I'm saying this is because the people of Rivers State are alien
to all these agreements.
To all this agreement. If the agreement is true, we have to clarify this. We have to be objective enough. If it is true, the interest of the people of Rivers State is not even important. One man interest is too important, more than countless. I've been saying this, but I stand corrected. The last time I checked, Wike is not the Mandela of Rivers State. We have to come to a point where we allow the people to enjoy governance. And we need to come to a point whereby some of these top guys sink it into the brains of these guys that power is transient. It's not something you're going to be hanging on it for eternity. The only person that can hang on power for eternity is just God alone. You won't live on earth forever. As far as I'm concerned, being the governor of Rivers State is the best thing that can happen to anybody if you are a greedy person. That's what I mean there is you walk away with so much wealth. Apart from we know a lot of things that governors do. We saw at one point where Wike will be giving to other states as much as 500 million naira. So if someone have the mind to give the state funds up to that amount, man, he's walking away with something reasonable. Now let's tell ourselves the truth. You understand? So why is it that we are waking up to an agreement and the name of that agreement is it must favor Wike? It must favor this person. What about the people of Rivers State?
No, one more question. Do you think it is between us now? Do you think when Fubara gets in there, when he's reinstated, do you think he will follow this instruction again to the latter?
Well, I think that Fubara should grow up in the sense that he should understand what loyalty means. That's number one. Number two, he should also accept the fact that he needs to respect himself. Respecting himself there means it's either you accept it or you let it go. Because this is one thing that will keep using in rapping people. But don't forget, whatever you are going to do, now your name they carry amo. You understand?
Yes.
This is one thing that people should first of all take into consideration. If at the end of the day you do anything that will cause the people of Rivers State to shit and say, Fubara, why? Not you now. See how we are suffering and all of that. Now you, whatever they will say in future, everybody will point to say that when Fubara was there, he was the worst. Some people will say he wasn't the one that did it. Come on, you need to know all of this. And, someone like me, if it gets to that point, I'll tell you, okay, you know what will happen? Allow me to rule the way I want to rule. Second term, you take the second term. I don't want to rule in second term again. I'm not going for the second stuff again. You understand? I'll take it because look at the number of people who has been able to amass. And these people are genuine. They are supported because, come on, someone stepped into power and everybody was so excited. They were so excited to a point that promotions were going on, pensioners that were being paid their gratuity. There was nobody complaining in Rivers State. How can they say December period has come and you are giving me 100,000 naira? It has never, minus salary, it has never happened in the history of Rivers State. So if I was in the shoes, I'll tell them, well, whatever you guys want to do, at the time of election, I'll allow this thing to be so open. Whoever that wants to win will win. But as it has to do with it, this is my standpoint. Simple. Because first of all, the people of Rivers State, don't forget the words they normally tell the people of Rivers, that Rivers State money is meant for Rivers people. But we are going back to something strange.
But let's say eventually it is Fubara that will have the final say under God on this matter. Let's just hope that eventually it doesn't come out to be true. But hey, we all know that there was a movement, there was a meeting that took place.